You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
Sunny 93.3, time now for the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Mr. Dan Farris. How you doing, Dan?
Hey, Small.
I think I'm a new hen.
Let me see. What is that word on it?
It's USA.
Ah.
Oh, it's USA.
USA. Flying the red, white, and blue. Good for you. And how much, you know what? Speaking of which, this is a huge day, especially if you're a baby boomer, which you two are not.
We are not.
You're not. A little too, you're just a couple of youngsters.
We missed out on the baby boom.
This is national, but you will know what this is. It's National Etch-a-Sketch Day.
Oh, yeah.
Etch-a-Sketch
Love
Day.
the Etch-a-Sketch.
Right?
It's up there on the top shelf. Yes, sir.
Etch-a-Sketch invented by a French guy.
Is it?
Ooh.
Named Andre. We surrender. Subsequently manufactured by the Ohio Art Company, who then handed it off not too long ago to Spin Master out of Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Still producing them today. You can still buy Etch-a-Sketches. They hit the market in 1960. It was huge. In that year alone, they unloaded about 600,000 of them.
I could make some pretty amazing
First year
stairs on those babies.
What do you think the original Etch-a-Sketch back in 1960 cost in the United States of America?
Oh.
$2.99.
Oh.
Step right up, get your Etch-a-Sketch. Yep.
That was a lot of dough back then.
Yeah, now if you snag one, they're about $22, $24, depending on where you get them.
Really?
But yeah, and there's been some phenomenal art done with Etch-a-Sketches over the years.
Digital Etch-a-Sketch, or am I just dreaming?
You're dreaming. That would ruin the whole concept.
Idea. Right. I mean, the whole idea.
But I remember going on
never mind. It's called an iPad.
Drives with the fam and whatnot. A couple of my rowdy brothers in the back seat. No seat belts. Yeah. Woo!
Yeah, the way the Lord intended.
There ain't no baby seats. What are you talking about? Metal dashboards. You're in a crash, fire department just hoses the car off and calls it good. But we'd have contests with the Etch-a-Sketch, and you each got 60 seconds. And you know what? I made an awesome set of stairs.
Nice.
Yeah, me too, man. That's what I can always make.
About how far I got.
Could you do a curved line with your Etch-a-Sketch?
No, John, and why do you choose to belittle me?
Well, I'm just saying, I'm not belittling you. I'm saying that is really tough to do.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but there's some people that can actually make gorgeous works of art.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of patience and talent.
So there you go. Etch-a-Sketch.
Things I don't have.
Very cool.
And if you have an original from the 1960s in a closet somewhere, that thing is worth seriously, I don't know, $20.
Ooh.
What do I look like, an antique stealer to you?
All right. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris on Sunny 93.3.
Do you have a credit card? Is it the very best credit card? Many people get their credit card as a response to an offer that was mailed to you. These are typically not the best cards. Check the fine print for the fees and interest. We have a website that compares many different cards being offered so you can find the one that's the best fit for you. If you'd like to find a better credit card, we'd love to help at bettercreditcards.net. There's no obligation. Just click and compare to see if we can get you a better credit card at bettercreditcards.net.
Sunny 93.3. Time now for Ranger Dan's Critter Corner. Morning, Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Morning, chillin'.
Hi, Ranger Dan.
Radio Rangers. What you doing sitting around watching Barney? That's silly show.
That's
not.
Barney.
It's on
Barney
every
the dinosaur. Barney. Oh, kids, as far as I'm concerned, Barney is very possibly the Antichrist. So turn it off and gather on the radio. I'm going to lay some critter knowledge on you. It's what we do. This is a big problem. My other buddies in the brown shirt, South Dakota, Game Fish Parks. The Asian carp is moving into eastern South Dakota.
Really?
If you're not familiar with the Asian carp, it's, you talk about Asian gangs. These things are monsters and get up to 50 pounds and 40 inches in length. Those are the ones I'm sure you've seen the videos with a boater going down a river or something, and all of a sudden all these carp start flying through the air.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Those are Asian carp.
Asian carp. So what's the difference between a regular carp and an Asian carp, Ranger Dan?
Asian carp tend to form gangs.
Do they really? Okay.
They're larger.
Okay.
They're
bigger?
much more invasive.
Okay.
They will destroy whatever environment they're in. And man, do they breed. The female Asian carp can do up to 1 million eggs a year.
Holy cow.
I know.
That's
and the problem is they snarf up all the vegetation, all the other bait fish and everything else. I mean, they just wipe out waterways.
Oh, boy.
So it's a big
It is a
thing.
big deal.
And they can do it quickly. They first started out in the James River here in South Dakota. Well, now they're in the Mighty Mo, Lewis, Clark.
So how do
and
they
heading
get
this way.
from one river to another?
I think these days probably Lyft or Uber, John.
Lyft or Uber.
Because it's convenient.
But are people catching them in one waterway and throwing them into another?
Well, what will happen is a lot of fishermen will go get their own bait fish, minnows.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Well, they don't really ascertain whether this is really just a harmless little chub, a little shiner, or this is a carp, fingerling or minnow. And then they will get into the waterways, and then, it just kind of creeps along like so many other things.
Yikes.
So here's what we're doing, and again, I always step up when I'm misinforming or when I'm saying something wrong, but I believe here locally,
okay,
because they're going to be sighted at Wall Lake, Lake Elvin, blah, 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 the Big Sioux. They are in the Big Sioux, as a matter of fact, already. You can go over to the outdoor campus, ask for Thea. They're handing out quarter sticks of dynamite.
Are they really?
Okay.
Yeah, you've got to be 12 years old or older.
Okay. I don't believe any of this for some reason.
Just go up to any body of water, light that bad boy, and let
Throw
it
it
rip.
in.
That's it. Blow up what you blow up. It's all we can do at this point.
Blow up those Asian carp?
We're dynamiting the Asian carp, and that has been brought down as a law by Christy Nome, who I kind of had coffee with a couple of years ago. Because I'm a ranger. She said, "Hey, are you a ranger?" I went, "Yeah."
Yes, I am.
Wouldn't you like to know, there, little Miss Politician?
I wonder how much of this is
I'll
true.
do your bidding there, you.
I think this would be a safe time to go.
So I'm a ranger. Remember, kids, say your prayers, eat your vegetables, don't play soccer, and do not be wearing Crocs.
He says that because I wear Crocs. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Mr. Dan Farris on Sunny 93.3.
The inventor of Rip It gloves has been a drywall guy for decades. He was trying to find gloves that worked for him and his crew, but nothing was quite right. So he went out and created some. Rip It gloves fit firm in your hand and protect your hands, but still allow you to use a touchscreen. Professional athletes love the extra grip Rip It gloves gives them. Painters, roofers, contractors, but also motorcycle and horseback riders. See why everyone loves Rip It gloves at ripitgloves.com. Use promo code radio to save 25%. That's RIPIT gloves.com, promo code radio.
Sunny 93.3, time now for Water Cooler Talk with Mr. Dan Farris.
Segment of the show leading up to it where I wear out shoe leather and slap on desks demanding answers.
Yes, you do.
Didn't need much of them. There's a lot of activity downtown.
A lot of stuff down there, yes.
Downtown, a lot of stuff going on. And again,
Archer
a reminder,
Dreams.
by spring of 2023, every Sioux Falls resident and all the business except for Sanford and Hy-Vee has to relocate downtown. So there you go. So this guy's out for a little drive, and it's about 11:30 the other morning, and ooh, whoa, wrong turn, whoa, hit the brakes, hit the gas, we don't know, slams into the wall of Minerva's.
I heard about this.
Yeah, crashes right into the wall, and part of the car goes
I heard
right
I heard a little bit about it just from John and my daughter. I hadn't seen anything about it.
Yes, I have seen pictures. I may have went and
Yikes.
scoured the crime scene with my forensic expertise, although I did not.
He may have, but he didn't.
I may have.
All right. Good to know.
Yeah, and the skinny, I love the way the city just jumps into action with something like that. Number one, too bad, there were no injuries or anything. And
Too bad there were no
not-
injuries?
No. It's too bad that it happened. I mean, let's face it.
The way he said it, I can see where you'd be confused.
Minerva's rocks. Minerva's has been there, I think,
folks.
for 227 years now.
Yeah.
They have the best
Still has some of the same wait staff. I love that place.
Yeah.
But it did go through some of the, the brick structure. There is a hole in the wall, and it is downtown. So immediately, City Hall jumped into action.
Oh.
$1.7 million, just going to give it to them out of the hotel and entertainment tax.
Are they really?
Yeah, repairs are only about $5,000, but they're going $1.7 million because it's downtown.
I don't think any of this is accurate, but
Because it's downtown, and
following you just in case.
No, and it just makes sense. And not only are they going to use pure quartz in the repair of that wall, but there's also going to be a beautiful, about a 30 flag display of the gay pride flag.
Is it really?
And permanent
And a parking
turquoise
ramp.
holders and a parking ramp.
Nice.
That they're hoping will be done by 2027. We'll see. So glad nobody was hurt, and they'll get that fixed
Why do we have our local news beat done by this guy? I mean, thank you for that report, Dan.
What?
He just looks so hurt.
What?
Every time you tell me something, I'm like, there's a grain of truth to all of it. And then I don't know if I can ascertain.
I've been in this business 38 years. You know how many awards I've won?
How many have?
None.
We should actually put an award shelf for Dan. Dan's awards. Cobwebs on it.
Man, I come in here and pitch and give it my best, leave it all out on the field.
I think it was fantastic.
It was great. It was really good. And I don't mean to make it sound like I don't appreciate it, because I do. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris. That's him on Sunny 93.3.
Join us for a fun week in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic for the 3rd annual 80s in the Sand. We've been there the last 2 years, in addition to making a bunch of awesome new friends. We had so much fun meeting 80s actors and musicians. 80s in the Sand takes over the entire resort, so you'll mingle with them at the pools and the restaurants too. We'd love to have you join us. See the amazing lineup featuring Sammy Hagar and many more at radiotravelgroup.com. Save $200 per person for first-time guests at radiotravelgroup.com.
Sunny 93.3. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show. We've got a special guest right now. We have Linda Edom, and Linda is with Komen Great Plains, and you've got the South Dakota More Than Pink Walk coming right up, don't you?
Yes, we do. Get your calendars out. September 29th, 2019 will be the first time walk, but the 12th literally Race for the Cure in South Dakota.
And for years, we've referred to it as the Susan G. Komen Race for the Cure. Now, when you're hearing the More Than Pink Walk, it's the same thing. It's just got a new kind of fun name, doesn't it?
Yes, we're still literally racing for the cure. That will never go away. However, the event is going to be brand new this year, called the More Than Pink Walk. And why it is that is because More Than Pink Walk, it's our commitment to go beyond breast cancer awareness and take action. Bringing the whole community together as we're all fighting this beastly disease.
And I know we're talking about an event that doesn't happen until September, but you can register now. And we're talking today because there's kind of a special little deadline coming up Monday, isn't there?
That's correct. Early bird registration until July 15th, it's $10. So go to ComenGreatPlains.org, click on South Dakota More Than Pink Walk, and register for just $10. And go out and get your friends to register at the early bird rate of $10.
And that registration is going on right now, but it ends on Monday. So if you're interested in doing this is the perfect time to do the early bird registration, save a little bit of money, but that also helps the folks at Comen's Great Plains, because then they know how many people are coming and they get a better idea of how many people will be coming to the event.
That's correct. Let's fill the park, and at the end of the day, we're going to come together. And it is kind of a celebration. You know, it gives us the opportunity to come together, put everything else aside, where we share our stories, laughter, and our tears, all to raise money to save lives with those battling breast cancer.
Again, the event is coming up in September, but Monday is the deadline for early bird registration. So if you'd like to register, do it now. The website, ComenGreatPlains.org. And Linda, I'm going to throw a link to that on our Facebook page, too.
That'd be awesome if you would do that, John.
Again, Linda Edom has been our guest, and she's with the Susan G. Komen Race for the Cure, which is now called the South Dakota More Than Pink Walk. So when you're hearing that over the next few months, now you'll know that, hey, that's the same thing. Again, if you'd like to get more information, ComenGreatPlains.org, and I have a link at Facebook.com/SunnyRadio. Credit cards, they can be trouble. About 12 years ago, we did a debt snowball program and got rid of our credit cards. We were debt-free except for our house. It was awesome. But over the course of the next decade, our credit score went down. That sounds weird, but they need open accounts to give you a score. Our lower score made our insurance rates go up. We decided to get a credit card to help with that. We just pay it off every month. If you want a better credit card, check out bettercreditcards.net. They'll help you compare all the different cards to get the best one for you. That's bettercreditcards.net. Sunny 93.3, it's time now for entertainment news of the day with Mr. Dan Farris.
Celebrities! Fabulous. I know sometimes you may think, hey, that's a celebrity house, isn't it? I wonder what's in there. Well, I don't know. A lot of times they'll have far more bathrooms than they do bedrooms. You say, well, do stars have bladder control problems? I don't know. Perhaps they do. But when you think about it, bathrooms are for, I don't know, powdering your nose, wink, wink, and eating disorder maintenance. Heidi Klum has got married again.
Has she really?
Supermodel Heidi Klum.
She's on America's Got Talent.
Married again.
Is that the one?
She was on there for quite a while. She's been in several things, reality shows and whatnot. Started out a Sports Illustrated swimsuit model, et cetera,
Is that how she started? Okay.
Yeah, she's a beautiful, beautiful
She's adorable.
woman.
She seems
really
like a
is.
nice lady, too.
45 years old, just got hitched to some guy named Tommy. He's 29.
Really?
They're now legally married. I guess they were engaged for a whopping 2 months.
So they're legally married. Before that, were they illegally married?
No, they were just hanging out. But yeah, it was kind of a hush-hush wedding. In fact, they've been married for a little while now, but nobody knew it until they came clean to TMZ and People magazine. And I have people everywhere, so that's all there is to it. Let me see. She is a superstar, 4 kids, 3 of them with Seal.
No,
really?
I did not know that.
Yeah, they were married. 3 of them, and then a kid before she was married to him. She was married to some, I don't know, race car driver or something. She's been married 14, 15 times. That's all there is to it. And what's the deal? He's a guitarist in a German rock band.
Oh, see, I didn't know that.
Good-looking fella, 29 years old. And so you go, hey, here's a rock and roller for Germany. A far older woman. What's the deal? Well, she's got a net worth of about 25 mil.
Oh,
Yeah?
nice.
And he spent most of his adult life sleeping on other people's couches. So
So this was an upgrade for him, is what you're saying.
I think he's punching out of his league. I hope it works out. Heidi
hope
seems
I hope
like,
so,
a,
too.
like
She
a nice
seems like a
lady.
sweetheart.
But
Here's what I
you know.
think is funny, and it doesn't translate well to the radio because I'm going to show you what she does when they're people performing on the show. Have you ever watched this, Dan? Because she'll do this when she's watching. She holds her hands
Yeah, she holds her hands up and
up
looks
to
through
her face
eyes.
like she's holding
Like they're
binoculars. But she'll watch like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm holding my hands up to my face.
I hate to disappoint anybody. I don't watch the show.
You don't?
I don't.
But I just showed you. This is what she does.
No, I watch sports, news, and sometimes friends call me, give me updates on the Hallmark Channel.
I just
That's
don't
it.
understand it. When she's doing that, I'm like, why is she's not holding
You wouldn't
anything.
think that would help, but
She's like, she's holding invisible binoculars.
She can do what she wants, man.
She can.
Supermodel.
Use your invisible binoculars all you want.
She's worth 25 mil. So
There you go. Well, congratulations to Heidi Klum. And Dan, thank you very much for your update here on the entertainment news.
just doing my job, John.
We appreciate
my
that.
pleasure. You bet. Put your hands in the air like you just don't care. I don't care.
Entertainment news of the day with Mr. Dan Farris on Sunny 93.3.